Starting out as a writer, you were a black, impoverished homosexual.
Hollywood's brightest stars often live under the harsh spotlight of fame, where secrets can be difficult to keep. In today's video, we'll uncover the stories of 20 black celebrities who tragically passed away, leaving behind rumors and whispers of same-sex relationships they chose to keep private. Why did they feel the need to conceal such an integral part of who they were? And how did society's expectations shape their decisions? Join us as we delve into the untold stories of love, identity, and the cost of secrecy in the world of fame. 1. Josephine Baker, the iconic entertainer and civil rights activist, had a complex personal life that included relationships with both men and women. While she is best known for her flamboyant performances and trailblazing career, her private life reflected the struggles and societal pressures surrounding sexual orientation during her time. In the early to mid-20th century, societal norms often forced individuals, especially public figures like Baker, to conceal same-sex relationships due to fear of backlash, stigma, and discrimination. Despite her fame, she faced the realities of a world that was not always accepting of LGBTQ+ identities. Baker had several romantic relationships with women, most notably with the French opera singer and dancer, Thelma. These relationships were often kept private, reflecting the need for discretion in a time when being openly gay could jeopardize one's career and reputation. While Baker was a symbol of liberation and boldness on stage, her private life was marked by a desire for privacy regarding her same-sex relationships. This duality often created tension between her public persona and her personal experiences. Despite the challenges she faced, Baker was a fierce advocate for civil rights and equality, using her platform to challenge societal norms. Her experiences as a black woman and a sexual minority informed her activism, highlighting the intersectionality of race and sexuality. Josephine Baker's life and relationships serve as an important reminder of the complexities surrounding sexual identity and the courage it takes to live authentically. Her legacy continues to inspire discussions about acceptance and the importance of visibility for LGBTQ+ individuals, reflecting both her incredible talent and the personal struggles faced by many in the community. 2. Richard Pryor, the legendary comedian and actor, had a complex personal life that included relationships with both men and women. While he was primarily known for his groundbreaking comedy and candid discussions about race identity and personal struggles, his sexuality was a nuanced aspect of his life that he navigated privately. In his later years, Pryor's openness about his sexuality became more evident, especially after his passing. He had relationships with men, including a notable connection with fellow comedian Marlon Brando, which was revealed in interviews and biographies. However, during much of his career, societal norms and the stigma surrounding same-sex relationships likely influenced his decision to keep these aspects of his personal life private. Pryor's comedy often explored themes of vulnerability and authenticity, yet he also faced the pressures of being a public figure in a time when being openly gay or bisexual could lead to significant backlash. His ability to confront difficult topics in his work contrasts with the private nature of his relationships, illustrating the complexities of navigating personal identity in the public eye. Ultimately, Richard Pryor's legacy is one of courage and truthfulness in comedy, while also highlighting the challenges faced by individuals in expressing their sexuality, particularly during a time of societal judgment and discrimination. His experiences remind us of the importance of authenticity and the ongoing journey toward acceptance for all individuals. 3. Sylvester. Born Sylvester James Jr. on September 6, 1947, was an influential American singer and songwriter known for his flamboyant style and powerful falsetto voice. He gained fame in the 1970s and 1980s with hits like You Make Me Feel Mighty Real and Do You Wanna Funk, becoming a prominent figure in the disco and LGBTQ+ music scenes. Throughout much of his career, Sylvester navigated the complexities of his identity as a gay man in an era when societal acceptance of homosexuality was limited. While he was known for his extravagant performances and embraced his sexuality in his music, He also faced challenges in openly discussing his personal life. The pressures of fame and the stigma surrounding same-sex relationships at the time often led him to keep certain aspects of his life private. Sylvester's artistry frequently reflected themes of liberation and self-expression, and he became a symbol of pride for the LGBTQ+ community. However, the need for discretion in his personal relationships was a reality he had to contend with. Despite these challenges, he remained an influential figure, using his platform to advocate for acceptance and visibility. Sylvester's story highlights the tension between public persona and private identity, illustrating the journey many LGBTQ+ individuals faced during a time of societal constraints. His legacy continues to inspire discussions about the importance of authenticity and the celebration of diverse identities in the music industry and beyond. Luther Vandross was an iconic American singer, songwriter, and record producer known for his smooth voice and romantic ballads. Born on April 20, 1951, in New York City, Vandross rose to fame in the 1980s with hits like Never Too Much, Dance with My Father, and Here and Now. Despite his immense success, Vandross's personal life, particularly his sexuality, was often a topic of speculation. Throughout much of his career, Vandross maintained a private persona, rarely discussing his personal relationships publicly. He was known for his reluctance to openly address his sexual orientation, which was not uncommon for many artists during a time when societal acceptance of same-sex relationships was limited. Despite being a prominent figure in the music industry, he faced the pressures of living in a world that often stigmatized homosexuality. In later years, it became more widely acknowledged that Vandross was gay, and he was known to have had relationships with men. His decision to keep his personal life private may have been influenced by a desire to protect his career and reputation in an industry that sometimes scrutinized artists for their personal choices. Luther Vandross's legacy is one of musical excellence and emotional depth, and while he may have hidden aspects of his personal life, his artistry resonated deeply with audiences, transcending barriers and fostering connections across diverse groups. His story reflects the ongoing journey toward acceptance and the importance of authenticity in the world of entertainment. 5. James Baldwin was a prominent American writer, social critic, and activist known for his poignant explorations of race, sexuality, and identity. Born on August 2, 1924 in New York City, Baldwin became a leading voice in the civil rights movement and is celebrated for works such as Go Tell It on the Mountain, The Fire Next Time, and Giovanni's Room. Baldwin's sexuality played a significant role in his writing, yet he navigated the complexities of being a black gay man in mid-20th century America. While he was open about his sexual orientation in his works, often addressing themes of love and desire, he also faced societal pressures that influenced how he expressed his identity publicly. In an era when being openly gay was stigmatized, Baldwin sometimes chose to keep aspects of his personal life private, particularly regarding his relationships. 6. Paul Winfield was a talented American actor known for his powerful performances in film, television, and theater. Born on May 22, 1939, in Los Angeles, California, he gained acclaim for his roles in films such as Sounder, for which he received an Academy Award nomination, and The Terminator. Winfield's personal life included relationships with men, but he often kept aspects of his sexuality private, reflecting the societal pressures and stigma surrounding same-sex relationships during his career. In an era when being openly gay could have significant repercussions on an actor's career, Winfield navigated his identity with discretion, focusing publicly on his work rather than his personal life. Throughout his career, Winfield was celebrated not only for his talent, but also for breaking barriers as a black actor in Hollywood. He was one of the first black actors to play leading roles in major films, paving the way for future generations. His contributions to the arts and his advocacy for diversity in film were significant. Paul Winfield's story highlights the complexities of navigating personal identity in the public eye, illustrating how societal norms can influence the choices individuals make regarding their private lives. His legacy as a pioneering actor continues to inspire discussions about representation and authenticity in the entertainment industry. 7. Nell Carter was an American actress and singer, best known for her role in the television series Gimme a Break, and for her work in musical theater. Born on September 13, 1948, in Birmingham, Alabama, she became a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, celebrated for her powerful voice and dynamic performances. Throughout her life, Carter faced various challenges, including issues related to her personal identity. While she had relationships with both men and women, she often kept aspects of her sexuality private, reflecting the societal pressures and stigma surrounding same-sex relationships during her career. In the 1980s and 1990s, when she was at the height of her fame, being openly gay could significantly impact an actor's career. Carter was known to have had a long-term relationship with a woman, but she rarely discussed her sexuality publicly. This discretion may have been influenced by the desire to maintain her public persona and navigate the complexities of the entertainment industry. Despite these challenges, Nell Carter was a trailblazer, and her work in theater, television, and music left a lasting impact. Her legacy continues to inspire discussions about representation and the importance of authenticity in the arts. 8. Truman Capote was an influential American author known for his distinctive writing style and works such as In Cold Blood and Breakfast at Tiffany's. Born on September 30th, 1924 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Capote became a prominent literary figure in the mid-20th century. Capote's personal life was marked by his relationships with various men, including notable figures in the literary and social circles of his time. He had a well-documented romantic relationship with actor Jack Dunphy, which lasted for over 3 decades. While Capote was open about his sexuality among friends and within certain social circles, societal norms of the time often led him to keep aspects of his personal life private, especially in his professional dealings. His sexuality played a significant role in his writing, influencing themes of love, desire, and identity in his works. Capote faced both admiration and criticism for his openness about his relationships, and his flamboyant personality often drew attention, both positive and negative. Truman Capote's legacy is one of literary brilliance and cultural impact, and his experiences as a gay man in a largely heteronormative society provide important insights into the complexities of identity and expression during his era. His contributions to literature continue to resonate, highlighting the intersection of art and personal experience. 9. Billy Strayhorn was an influential American composer, arranger, and pianist, best known for his work with Duke Ellington. Born on November 29, 1915 in Dayton, Ohio, Strayhorn played a significant role in shaping the sound of jazz through his compositions, including classics like Take the Train and Lush Life. Strayhorn was openly gay, and his sexuality was an integral part of his life and work. He had a long, close relationship with Duke Ellington, which many have interpreted as both a deep personal and professional bond. While their relationship was characterized by mutual respect and artistic collaboration, Strayhorn's sexuality was often kept private, reflecting the societal norms of the time that discouraged open discussions about same-sex relationships. Throughout his life, Strayhorn faced the challenges of being a gay man in a predominantly heteronormative society. Despite this, he was a pivotal figure in jazz history, and his contributions have had a lasting impact. His experiences and identity are increasingly recognized as part of the broader narrative of LGBTQ+ artists who have shaped American music. 10. Whitney Houston was an iconic American singer and actress known for her powerful voice and remarkable career in music and film. Born on August 9, 1963 in Newark, New Jersey, Houston rose to fame in the 1980s and became one of the best-selling music artists of all time, with hits like I Will Always Love You and Greatest Love of All. Houston's personal life was often scrutinized, and she was known to have had close relationships with women, including a rumored romantic relationship with singer Robin Crawford, who was her best friend and assistant. The depth of their relationship has been the subject of speculation and discussion, particularly as Crawford later addressed their bond in her memoir. Houston's connections with women were complicated by the pressures of fame and societal expectations, leading her to navigate her personal identity largely out of the public eye. While she was primarily known for her high-profile marriage to Bobby Brown and their tumultuous relationship, the nuances of her same-sex relationships reflect the complexities of being a public figure in a time when LGBTQ+ identities were less accepted. Houston struggles with her personal life, including issues related to substance abuse and her search for authenticity, were well documented. Whitney Houston's legacy as a musical legend remains profound, and her story illustrates the challenges faced by many LGBTQ+ individuals in reconciling personal relationships with public personas. 11. Sherman Hemsley was an American actor and comedian best known for his role as George Jefferson on the television series The Jeffersons. Born on February 1, 1938 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Hemsley had a successful career in entertainment, becoming a beloved figure in American television. Hemsley's portrayal of George Jefferson, a successful African-American businessman, made him a cultural icon, and the show was notable for addressing issues of race and class. Hemsley also starred in other television series, including All in the Family and Amen, showcasing his talent and versatility. Throughout his life, Hemsley was known to be private about his personal life, including his sexual orientation. While there were rumors and speculation about his relationships, he did not publicly discuss them, reflecting a common practice among many public figures of his time who navigated societal expectations and norms. Sherman Hemsley passed away on July 24, 2012, but he left behind a lasting legacy in television and comedy. His work continues to be celebrated for its impact on American culture and its contribution to discussions about race and representation in the media. 12. Octavia Butler was a renowned American science fiction writer, celebrated for her thought-provoking narratives and exploration of complex themes such as race, gender, and sexuality. Born on June 22, 1947, in Pasadena, California, Butler's works, including Kindred, Parable of the Sower, and the Patternist series, have left a profound impact on the genre. While Butler's writing often touched on themes of identity and social justice, her personal life was more private. She identified as a bisexual woman, though she did not often discuss her romantic relationships publicly. In interviews, Butler expressed a sense of solitude and the challenges she faced in both her personal and professional life, which may have influenced her decision to keep her relationships discreet. Butler's contributions to literature have been recognized with numerous awards, including the Hugo and Nebula Awards. Her legacy continues to inspire discussions about representation and diversity in science fiction, and she remains a significant figure in both literary and LGBTQ+ communities. Through her work, Butler challenged societal norms and paved the way for greater visibility of marginalized voices in literature. 13. Phyllis Hyman was an American singer, songwriter, and actress known for her powerful vocals and emotional performances. Born on July 6, 1949 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Hyman gained fame in the late 1970s and 1980s with hits like You Know How to Love Me and Living All Alone. While Hyman was primarily known for her music career, her personal life included relationships with both men and women. She had a close friendship with singer and actress Roberta Flack, and there has been speculation about the nature of their relationship. However, Hyman did not publicly discuss her sexual orientation or same-sex relationships, reflecting the societal pressures and stigma surrounding LGBTQ+ identities during her time. Hyman's struggles with mental health and personal challenges were well documented, and she faced significant difficulties throughout her life, including battles with depression. Tragically, she passed away on June 30, 1995, but her legacy as a talented artist continues to resonate, particularly within the R&B and soul music genres. Her work and experiences contribute to ongoing discussions about representation and the complexities of identity in the music industry. 14. Ma Rainey, known as the Mother of the Blues, was a pioneering American blues singer and songwriter born on April 26, 1886, in Columbus, Georgia. She was one of the first professional female blues musicians and significantly influenced the genre. Rainey's personal life included relationships with women, and she was known to have had romantic relationships with female partners. Her sexuality was often a topic of discussion, as she lived openly as a queer woman during a time when such identities were not widely accepted. Rainey often referred to her female lovers in her music, which was groundbreaking at the time. Her boldness in expressing her identity and experiences through her music contributed to her legacy as a trailblazer in the blues genre. Ma Rainey passed away on December 22, 1939, but her influence continues to resonate in music and LGBTQ+ history, highlighting the importance of representation and authenticity in the arts. 15. Bessie Smith, often referred to as the Empress of the Blues, was a prominent American blues singer born on April 15, 1894 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She became one of the most popular and influential artists of the early 20th century, known for her powerful voice and emotional depth in her performances. Smith's personal life included relationships with both men and women. While she was married to a man, she was also known to have had romantic relationships with women, including a rumored affair with blues singer Ma Rainey. Smith's sexuality was often a subject of speculation, and she navigated a complex social landscape as a black woman in a time when same-sex relationships were not openly discussed. Her music often expressed themes of love, heartbreak, and desire, reflecting her own experiences. Smith's legacy as a groundbreaking artist continues to influence musicians today, and her openness about her relationships adds an important dimension to discussions about LGBTQ+ representation in the history of music. Bessie Smith passed away on September 26, 1937, but her impact on the blues genre and her role as a queer icon remain significant. 16. Barbara Jordan was a prominent American politician, civil rights leader, and attorney, known for her groundbreaking role as one of the first African-American women elected to the Texas Senate and later as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives. Born on February 21, 1936, in Houston, Texas, Jordan was celebrated for her powerful oratory skills and her commitment to social justice. Jordan's personal life, particularly her sexual orientation, has been the subject of speculation. While she was known to be private about her relationships, she had close friendships with women, including a significant relationship with Nancy Earl, which many have interpreted as romantic. However, Jordan did not publicly identify as a member of the LGBTQ+ community, and discussions about her sexuality often reflect the societal pressures of her time. Throughout her career, Jordan focused on issues of civil rights, equality, and justice, becoming a role model for many. She was an influential figure in American politics, and her legacy continues to inspire discussions about representation and the importance of diversity in leadership. 17. Jackie Moms Mabley was a trailblazing American comedian and actress known for her groundbreaking work in stand-up comedy during the 20th century. Born on March 19, 1894, in Brevard, North Carolina, Mabley gained fame for her unique comedic style, often addressing social issues, race, and gender in her routines. Mabley's personal life included relationships with both men and women. She was known to have had romantic relationships with women, and her sexuality was a topic of speculation. During her career, Mabley often used humor to challenge societal norms, and her experiences as a queer woman of color in a predominantly white male industry shaped her performances. Despite the challenges she faced, Mabley became one of the first black women to gain national fame in comedy, paving the way for future generations of comedians. She was open about her life and used her platform to advocate for social change, making her an important figure in both the entertainment industry and LGBTQ+ history. Jackie Moms Mabley passed away on May 23, 1975, but her legacy as a pioneering comedian and cultural icon endures. 18. Little Richard, born Richard Wayne Penniman on December 5, 1932, was a pioneering American singer, songwriter, and musician known for his flamboyant performance style and influence on rock and roll. He is celebrated for hits like Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, and Good Golly Miss Molly. Throughout his life, Little Richard had relationships with both men and women, though he often struggled with his sexuality in the context of his public persona and the religious beliefs he held. In later years, he spoke candidly about his experiences, acknowledging his same-sex relationships and the internal conflict he faced regarding his identity. Little Richard's flamboyance and open expression of sexuality made him a significant figure in both music and LGBTQ+ history. He challenged traditional gender norms and became an inspiration for many artists who followed, influencing genres far beyond rock and roll. Despite the challenges he faced, including societal pressures and personal struggles, Little Richard's legacy as a groundbreaking artist remains profound. He passed away on May 9, 2020, but his impact on music and culture continues to resonate. 19. Bayard Rustin was a key figure in the American civil rights movement and a prominent advocate for social justice. Born on March 17, 1912, in Westchester, Pennsylvania, Rustin was instrumental in organizing significant events, including the 1963 March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Rustin was openly gay at a time when being homosexual was heavily stigmatized, which posed challenges for him in his activism. He faced discrimination both for his sexual orientation and for being a black man in a predominantly white movement. Despite this, Rustin remained committed to his beliefs, advocating for civil rights, labor rights, and peace. His relationships with men were part of his life, but he often kept them private due to the societal pressures he faced. Rustin's sexuality was sometimes used against him, leading to tensions within the civil rights movement, where some leaders were reluctant to fully embrace him because of his identity. Bayard Rustin's legacy is one of courage and resilience, as he paved the way for future generations of LGBTQ+ activists. His contributions to civil rights and social justice continue to be recognized and celebrated, highlighting the intersection of race and sexuality in the fight for equality. Rustin passed away on August 24, 1987, but his impact remains significant in both the civil rights movement and LGBTQ+ history. 20. Billie Holiday, the legendary American jazz and blues singer, was known for her distinctive voice and emotive delivery. Born on April 7, 1915 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Holiday became one of the most influential vocalists in music history, with iconic songs like Strange Fruit and God Bless the Child. Holiday's personal life was complex, and she had relationships with both men and women. While she was primarily known for her romantic entanglements with men, she also had close relationships with women, including a rumored affair with singer and actress Ella Fitzgerald. However, much of her personal life was marked by struggles with addiction and tumultuous relationships, which often overshadowed her romantic experiences. Despite the challenges she faced, including societal pressures and discrimination, Holiday's music often reflected her personal struggles and emotional depth. Her experiences as a black woman in America and her exploration of love and loss in her songs resonate deeply with audiences. Billie Holiday passed away on July 17, 1959, but her legacy as a groundbreaking artist continues to influence musicians and inspire discussions about identity, love, and resilience in the face of adversity.